A boycott is a surefire way to make objections heard, but not all boycotts are created equal. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 ridiculous reasons people boycotted stuff.
She's faced criticism for allegedly using the spotlight to promote her brand.
Let me ask whether any of you think that the campaign has hurt the Trump brand.
I don't think it matters.
Why are more young adults drawn to socialism? Can billionaires be trusted to fix capitalism?
I think that the wealth gap and the opportunity gap is the biggest issue of our time.
Can entrepreneurs level the playing field? Be sure to check out Fox in the Henhouse, a brand new documentary streaming in full on Context TV. Find the link below. For this list, we're looking at boycotts with lame, petty, trivial, or misguided reasons.
Crockpot even responding, saying, "We get why people are upset, but in all seriousness, we want people to know that they are safe when using a crockpot slow cooker."
Number 10, because Santa was too scary. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I guess they think the old guy's scary. Silly, isn't he?
While holiday-themed slashers are fairly common now, when this movie came out, there were quite a few people protesting the idea of a scary St. Nick. After all, the jolly old man in red is reserved for children who dream of presents on Christmas morning, right? Well, apparently that's what a lot of people thought, so the movie was quickly pulled from theaters. However, it was then re-released by another distributor, who actually featured the controversy in their ad campaign.
Naughty. Naughty.
There is no Santa Claus!
Given all the sequels and other Kris Kringle horror movies around these days, it must have done the trick. Number 9, because Stephen King criticized the president. It.
The last time I was here, I had a president who had just given me a National Medal of the Arts thing, which we argued over.
Yeah.
And now we've got a president who blocked me on Twitter.
In the US, freedom of speech is protected by the Constitution, but no amendment exists to protect those who exercise their right to free speech from backlash. Horror master Stephen King has been vocal about his dislike of the 45th president on Twitter, nicknaming President Donald Trump Blabbermouth Don and describing him as narcissistic and mean-spirited. So, when the most recent adaptation of King's novel It was released in theaters, Trump supporters called for a boycott of the movie, or at least of opening weekend because, hey, it was a really good movie. Did the plan work? Well, It became the highest-grossing horror film of all time. So, not really, no.
Take it, Georgie.
Number 8, because Mila Kunis pranked Mike Pence, sorta. Jim Beam. In 2017, Mila Kunis started sending monthly donations to Planned Parenthood under the name Mike Pence as her own little protest against the vice president's stance on abortion.
I put him on a list of reoccurring donations that are made in his name to Planned Parenthood.
In retaliation, Pence supporters and pro-life advocates took to Twitter to call for a boycott of Jim Beam, since Kunis was the bourbon brand spokesperson at the time.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent.
That campaign worked about as well as the one against Ben & Jerry's in 2016, when the ice cream company expressed support for the Black Lives Matter movement. In other words, people kept right on drinking bourbon and eating ice cream.
Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Number 7, because This Is Us killed off a fictional character, Crockpot. The love fans have for their favorite fictional characters can get pretty intense. Case in point, when a pivotal story arc in the show This Is Us involved the death of a character due to a malfunctioning crockpot, devoted fans decided to post in droves on social media about how they were ditching the popular slow cooker. While we can understand the passion, the crockpots had already been purchased, meaning the company had already profited, and it was the writers and not crockpots who had killed off the character. But all press is good press, and the Crockpot brand capitalized on the buzz by starting a Twitter account with the appropriate handle @CrockpotCares. Number 6, because Colin Kaepernick kneeled during the Anthem, GQ, and Nike. Colin Kaepernick is a household name both for his NFL career and protests against racial injustice. In 2016, Kaepernick began kneeling during the American national anthem at games to protest police brutality against people of color, igniting a firestorm of controversy.
He's entitled to his opinion. We fought for that. I just think he's a jerk.
Some saw this as unpatriotic regardless of his cause, and so when he appeared on the cover of GQ as their Citizen of the Year, some Twitter users called for a boycott of the magazine. The debate only became more heated when Nike featured Kaepernick in their ad campaign, resulting in another boycott, and videos of angry protesters cutting up socks and burning running shoes.
You're going to go ahead and say, hey, buy them our shoes. We stand with people who kneel for the national anthem. Not only am I burning my favorite pair of Nikes, you are burning your sales.
Number 5, because they didn't and then did drop Ivanka's clothing line, Nordstrom. Love him or hate him, Donald Trump and his presidency marked a divisive time in US politics. In 2016, his notorious Access Hollywood tape inspired marketing strategist Shannon Coulter to start the Grab Your Wallet campaign, which pushed for a boycott on all businesses connected to the Trump family, including Nordstrom, which carried Ivanka Trump's clothing line. When Nordstrom later dropped the line due to poor sales, they faced a boycott anyway, from the other side of the political divide.
We make buying decisions based on performance, and making edits is part of the regular rhythm of our business. Based on the brand's performance, we've decided not to buy it for this season.
Even the president came out swinging against the company on Twitter. Jeez, you're damned if you do. Number 4, because franchises change the sex or race of characters. Ghostbusters, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man: Homecoming. Ever wondered how to make legions of fans rage quit with one move? Try recasting their favorite movies with all women, or even just swapping out a character's race. That's what famously happened when an all-female Ghostbusters reboot was announced, with its trailer becoming the most disliked video in YouTube history.
What year is it? It's 2040. What? Our president is a plant.
The year before, Fantastic Four also faced a backlash for casting black actor Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. A hullabaloo repeated when biracial actress Zendaya was cast as MJ in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Can't we just dislike the Ghostbusters reboot because it wasn't that funny?
All right, I should be going.
Hey, Simon.
Mwah.
Number 3, because they pulled their ads from Hannity, Keurig. Looks like boycotters really like destroying things they already own. In 2017, Keurig pulled their ads from the Sean Hannity show after Hannity defended Senate candidate Roy Moore, who'd been accused of sexual misconduct against underage girls.
Do you remember dating girls that young at that time?
Not generally, no. If I did, I'm not going to dispute anything, but I don't remember anything like that.
In due course, Hannity fans called for a boycott and filmed themselves unleashing great vengeance and furious anger on Keurig coffee pod machines. Sensing trouble brewing, Russian Twitter bots jumped in on the action, tweeting hashtags like Boycott Keurig and I Stand with Hannity. The protesters, both real and automated, certainly made their point, but only by destroying things they'd already paid for. Number 2, because holiday cups didn't have Christmas decorations. Starbucks.
What I'm about to show you is highly offensive. Brace yourselves. Here it is.
Holiday-themed products are a staple of company marketing campaigns, and Starbucks is no different. In the past, the holiday cups had featured festive decorations, snow scenes, or just simple snowflakes. But when they released plain red cups for the 2015 holiday season, accusations that the company was anti-Christmas set the internet ablaze. Social media evangelist Joshua Feuerstein called for a boycott, an idea also suggested by presidential candidate Donald Trump, who decried Starbucks' so-called war on Christmas.
It's just red and green, right there, like just red and green, which obviously could represent anything. Different types of bell peppers, 2/3 of a stoplight, a frog that was run over by a bus, anything.
The holiday cup controversy would return with a vengeance in 2017 when conservative news outlets denounced Starbucks' quote, gay agenda in response to a drawing of interlocked hands.
Take a look at it. It looks nice. It's hard to spot. You really have to look for it. People are not happy. Take a look.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, because Obama? Netflix. Streaming giant Netflix has faced its fair share of controversies. However, it's their perceived liberal bias that's unleashed the most rage. In 2017, the trailer for the satirical series Dear White People prompted calls for a boycott, with some claiming that it promoted, quote, white genocide.
How do you argue with nonsense?
But it was Netflix's 2018 deal with the Obamas to produce new shows that really sparked a firestorm. After the former president announced his hope to, quote, promote greater empathy and understanding between peoples from, quote, all walks of life, the boycott Netflix hashtags were pretty much immediate. Thanks, Obama. Now you've even ruined Netflix and chill.
People ask me what it was like to be the most powerful person in the world, and I say, I'm not sure. Let me ask Michelle.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.